To get started, find the Kurzweil 3000 icon on your desktop. Double-click to open the program. In the login window, put the username and password in that have been given to you. Make sure that Color Professional is chosen in the drop-down menu. Click OK. This is the Kurzweil home screen. Let's get started by opening a course. Go to the top left area of the screen to the File drop-down menu. Scroll down to Open from Library. Remember to go to Open from Library, not Open. This is the Universal Library. Anytime you store a file here, you'll be able to access it from any computer that has the online version of Kurzweil. As you can see, my user, LDSB Browse, is here, but we want to go to the library. Click on the library, and then click again on the plus sign, or double-click on library. Do this again with the Alt Sites option. As you can see, all the courses that are available are listed here. Let's use ENG3C. Scroll down to find it. Click on ENG3C, and the units that are inside it will pop up on the right-hand side of the screen. Let's go with Unit 1. Click Open. If you'd like more room to see the document you have open, you can minimize the toolbars at the top of the screen. Do this by going to the colored bars on the left-hand side and clicking on them. With the toolbars minimized, you have a lot more room to see. You can bring them back simply by clicking on them again. As you can see, when I scroll down the page, Kurzweil doesn't automatically go to the next page. To change pages, go to the yellow toolbar, and as you can see, there are 48 pages in the document. If I click on this button, it will take me to the last page. You can also move through pages by clicking the down arrow to go back, and the up arrow to go forward. You can also click into the box to type in a page you'd like to go to. Click in the box and type in page 7. Press enter. If you find the text in the document is too large or too small, you can adjust the zoom. To do this, go to the yellow toolbar, and you can adjust the zoom by clicking the up and down arrows. You can type in a value, or you can use the drop-down menu. I'm going to pick 150%, but choose whatever you think is right. There are 3 different ways that you can navigate through the text. You can click different areas that you would like to go to. You can use the forward and back buttons, which will move you forward a sentence or back a sentence. You can also use the arrow keys on your keyboard, which will move you back and forward by 1 word. If you don't like reading, you can use Kurzweil to read for you. Click before the word when in the first paragraph, and you can see that the red cursor moves to before the word. Then go up to the red toolbar and click the read button that looks like a play button. Make sure that your volume on your computer is turned up. Click the same button to pause. When I click read, you can see that Kurzweil highlights the sentence being read in yellow and the word being read in green. To change this, go to the yellow toolbar and click on the drop-down menu that currently says Sentence. You can change how Kurzweil highlights what is being read. Try clicking on Word, then click on Read. Click Pause. You can see that Kurzweil is now only highlighting the word that's being read. Change the reading speed in Kurzweil by going to the yellow toolbar and clicking either the up and down arrows, or by clicking into the box and changing the number of words per minute. Try picking 200. Now click Read to see how this sounds. Click Pause. You can also change the voice that Kurzweil reads in. To do this, again go to the yellow toolbar and click on the drop-down menu that currently says VW Julie. VW Julie and VW Paul are the easiest voices to understand in Kurzweil. Let's have some fun and pick the Gramps voice. Click Read to see how this sounds. Click Pause. If you want Kurzweil to highlight the text as you read, but without sound, click the Audible button in the red toolbar. This will mute the sound. Click the button again to bring back the reading voice. You can use Kurzweil to highlight important points and make notes. To do this, go to the green toolbar and select a color of highlighter. Let's highlight the first 2 paragraphs of the text. Click before the word when and drag the cursor along to highlight. To turn the highlighter off, simply go back to the button and click it again. If you want to use your highlights to make notes, go to the File drop-down menu and scroll down to the Extract option. Then click on Extract Notes and Highlights. If you've only highlighted in one color like we have, just click OK. You can now see that Kurzweil has opened a new window that contains the text that we highlighted. If you want to remove highlighting from text, go back to the green toolbar and click on the Erase button. Then go back and highlight the text that you want to remove the coloring from. Let's save the notes we've made. To do this, first make sure that the Notes window is the active window. You can do this either by clicking on it, or by going to Window and making sure that the untitled file is selected by the checkmark. Then go to File, and scroll down to Save to Library. Make sure you choose Save to Library, not the Save option. Clicking on Save to Library brings us back to the Universal Library. Select your user, in this case mine is LDSB Browse, and click into the file name box. Save your file name as your last name, _ first name initial, underscore, the course code, which in this case is ENG3C, underscore, U for unit, which in this case is 1. And then because these are just notes we've made, not an assignment we'll be submitting, type notes at the end. Once you've done this, click Save. You can see that my window is now saved with the file name we chose. Click on the red X to close the window. The bookmark feature in Kurzweil can be useful for keeping track of where you've left off in a unit, or for marking points in the text you want to go back to. To add a bookmark, you need to first click to where you'd like to add it. Let's put it before the word discrimination. Then go to the green toolbar and click on the bookmark button. Begin by naming your bookmark with the date that you're leaving it. That way, you know when you left off. Then add a keyword to help you remember what the bookmark was about. In this case, we're going to put discrimination. If it's helpful, you can also add what lesson the bookmark is from. Click Add to add the bookmark. You can tell the bookmark has been added by the little book icon. Now that we have a bookmark to remember where we've left off, let's save our work. Go to the File drop-down menu, and just like with the Notes file, scroll down to the Save to Library option. Remember to choose this, not the Save option. Again, this brings up the Universal Library. Make sure that your user is selected, and then click into the file name box. We're going to save the file in the same way that we named the Notes file. Type your last name, underscore, first name initial, underscore, the course code, which is still ENG3C, underscore again, U for unit, which is 1, and then because this is just a rough work, not an assignment we're handing in, put working at the end. When you click Save, the entire course will be saved to your own user. To try this now, but in the future, once you've saved a document, if you make any new changes to it, you don't have to go back to the Universal Library to save it. All you have to do is click on the Save button in the red toolbar, and it will save the file again. Close the window by clicking the black X at the top of the screen. This brings us back to the home page of Kurzweil. Great work! That's all for Training Module 1, but the fun isn't over yet. Go to Training Module 2 to continue learning about the great features in Kurzweil.